Legend of Untitled here, and today we've got a Rate Your Doomstack video covering a Marcus Wolfheart Huntsman Doomstack. So we've got Marcus Wolfheart here, who obviously boosts Huntsman by a crazy degree, giving them double shot. We've got a Light Wizard, which has it on a horse, which I thought was really weird, not a flying mount. I don't know why he did that. Then we've got Jorick Grimm, who provides massive bonuses to missile units, lots of extra range and missile damage and ammunition. Really, really useful hero, but you only get one of them. Because he's got the old Dwarf Engineer skill list still. And then we've got Kalara, who is essentially a Waystalker. And I guess the main benefit for her is for sniping enemy heroes and using the Prayer of Aneth Raymar to sort of slow some units down and provide reduced missile resistance. Then we've also got the Black Lions, which is the Warwagon Regiment of Renown that has Hellblasters. This is primarily for Siege Attacker, which is definitely really good, because this is one of the only artillery unit for the Empire that can actually hide. So if you want to sort of act as an ambusher, you can definitely do that in Lustria, so that could be very useful. Anyway, let's just jump into the battle here. We're going up against Hexawaddle. They've got about a little bit less than 2 full stacks. There are some seriously dangerous units in here, lots of monsters, but it's the combined arms that's actually the problem, because what's going to happen here, the Huntsmen are going to be pretty good at dealing with these guys here. But if the Saurus Warriors get close to us, they're not really great against that, because the anti-large isn't going to do very much to them, and they don't have a ton of armor piercing. And they're obviously not going to be very good in melee. Even with all this experience, their stats are not exactly very good. So anyway, let's just jump in here and see what we can do. I think my main concern with this kind of Doomstack is that they burn through their ammunition very quickly, so you've got to constantly make sure that they're not overkilling entities, which can be very difficult to do in the heat of battle, like making sure that certain units stop firing, especially when there's a lot going on, which is like one of the best Doomstacks. 10 out of 10 Doomstacks are ones that are super easy to use, and Archer Doomstacks, they're okay, but there's very few that will hit near 10 out of 10. Very few. Okay. Now, because this guy here is not in a flying mount, I can't do what I would have really wanted to do, which was to have him fly over their army, because they don't have that many missile units, and go over here while everyone else is hidden, and then use Jorick Grimm here by himself, so that we could lure like 1 or 2 units over this way at a time, just to allow us to pick them off a little bit at a time, because these guys can kill really quickly, and then just go back into hiding. And they'll like just forget they exist. But because he's on a horse, he doesn't have anywhere near as much speed, and I'm worried about the Razordons catching him. So what I'm going to do is just do this sort of a basic way. What we're going to do here is Vanguard deploy, fairly close to them, try to snipe a bunch of their units, and then just keep running back as much as possible. Marcus Wolfheart also provides Vanguard deployment for the entire army, which is very useful. Yep. You're the slowest unit in the army, so I'm actually going to keep you back here, because that's probably where we're going to... Yeah, this is probably where we're going to have our final stand. Alright, and we will see how we go. This definitely is not the kind of army that you want to use checkerboard formation with. You want to keep falling back as much as possible. Okay, you over here. Yeah, Marcus has been discovered. That's okay, because he doesn't have Stalk. Don't worry about these abilities here at the start. I don't think we need to worry about them too much. What we want to be doing is, yeah, getting rid of some of these Razordons and stuff really early. Using some of these abilities so they've got time to recharge. And what we're doing is just hitting them before they got organized. Yeah, like I said, they're overkilling stuff. We've got to make sure that they don't do that. But they took out the monsters really quick there, which is exactly what we want. Alright, now start moving back. Took a bit of damage here. Don't know who did that. Don't have any healers. And now just move back a little bit. Yeah, one thing that's become really annoying with Magic is that you can't be casting spells and use the Arcane Conduit at the same time. It cancels your spells, so becoming good with micro with wizards is more difficult now than it used to be. So I'm still trying to get used to it, because before you just like pump down the arcane conduits whenever you want, but now I gotta be careful about it, because otherwise it cancels my damn spells. Just haven't gotten used to it yet. Alright, we got incoming here that's got to be put down. Put that back over here. It's okay to double layer a little bit. Good, get rid of them. Okay, yeah, they're not a huge threat. Yeah, this is why I wanted to get that down nice and early. Give it time to use it again. Okay, here's Drake. He's got a Tormentor Sword, which is good. Good for slowing enemy units down. Okay, we got, what's this? Razordon Hunting Pack coming in. Alright, can pop this down again. Slow him down just a bit. Okay, what are you shooting at? Shoot that Stegodon. Okay, and we can almost do this again. Okay, we need people shooting at the Stegodon. Here we go. Just wait until it's expired. Oh, 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 oh. Too much damage there. Get him out. Get him out. Too much damage. Get back. It's alright. As long as he doesn't get killed, it's fine. Okay, come on. Don't overkill them too much. Okay, yeah, you stay back now. Plus you need some time to regenerate magic. Here, pop this down. And you get down over here. Want to use that Talon of Kurnos. What's it called? Shot of Kurnos. Arrow of Kurnos, that's it. Too many things of Kurnos. It's too shit to have to remember all of them. Okay, don't be shooting at units that have shattered or are like on the run. It's just not that important. Okay, let's get a shot in on Mazda Mundi with the Amber Bow. Good, we've significantly thinned them out. I don't know, I gotta be careful about doing another net of Ammon talk, that's for sure. Okay, just watch out with that one there, it's overkilled. Okay, we can do the Prayer of Anathema again, which would be good for slowing them down and also reducing their missile resistance. Yeah, we're getting coming over here, move back a little bit. That's it, that's it. So yeah, this is what I was talking about with the Amber Bow. Don't worry about it too much. It didn't do much damage. It's just not worth worrying about. Better to focus on all the stuff that's going to do massive amounts of damage rather than just doing this piddly amount here. It's better on smaller unit scales. And there we go. And now we can keep marching forward to finish them off. But yeah, that did really well. The only I guess big mistake I made was this guy got pretty badly damaged, but he is a bit squishy. Still, we only lost a handful of men. So did this even get... Yeah, I usually don't bother too much about Marcus Wolfhart's abilities, just because they can be a bit shit. Actually a really high chance of missing. Yeah, let's try to get Mazda Mundi. Really finish them off. What's the battle difficulty? I'm pretty sure it's on very hard. Yeah. Difficulty 10 is the indication that it's on very hard. But yeah, the biggest concern with this kind of army here is just the amount of ammunition that you've got. I mean, even against armored opponents, they still do a decent amount of damage, because it's not like they've got no armor piercing, they're just not primarily. Yeah, armor piercing 5, but it's essentially 10 per ammunition point. I'm gonna run out of ammo soon. See if we can get just a regular net of ammo talk on him.
Weapons at the ready. Tracking.
So the Mandy's gone. And that's done. Cool. Yeah, in Lustria, this is really good. For sure. I don't think I'd use it too much in the old world. I just feel like you're better off using Hellstorm rocket batteries and holding a defensive position. But if you're in Lustria and you're playing as a Hunts Martial Expedition, pop on this kind of army, it is very effective, for sure. They actually performed better than I expected. I kind of thought we'd completely run out of ammo for first thing, and that we would take a bit more damage than that. But they got a pretty early army losses. We wiped out everything except for this one unit here. I don't know if that was on Force March.
I've no time for human baggage.
And there we go. Alright, so we'll wait until the end turn's over so that I can have a look at how Marcus has been leveled up, see if there's any more room for improvement. Funny thing with Marcus Wolfheart is that one of the best defeat traits to get him would be his own defeat trait, which is not possible, because it increases the missile damage for your entire army. It's only by 5%, but it's better than nothing. It'd be good if there was a defeat trait out there from somebody that would give extra ammunition. That'd be really useful. Doesn't seem like the campaign's gone brilliantly. Oh yeah, that annoying shit. Alright, let's have a look. So, looking at his skills. Yeah, you still got a bit more room for improvement here. Like, I don't think that's essential. I don't really like his single shot abilities that much. I think they're better on smaller unit scales. That's one that's absolutely crucial. Yeah, you don't really need stand your ground. Although it's not bad if you're using heroes and you can hold them back. I think that Lightning Strike would have been a good choice. You still got enough points to get it. Yeah, that's not bad either, because you use him as a bit of a tank, and he does have fairly high melee defense. Yeah, you don't desperately need that. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, he's still got a bit of room for improvement, but I don't see anything wrong here. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, like, it's a good Doom stack. Now, if I was going to... Well, good Empire Doom stack, I should say. If I was going to rate this... Like, it did well against this. But there's a lot of situations, like, it's really vulnerable to fast units, and that was not a particularly fast army. We just had to really focus on their faster units. So, it definitely has weaknesses, don't get me wrong. So, the best Doom stacks have absolutely no weaknesses. So, I'd probably be in line to rate this, like, 8 out of 10. Just because he went up against something that was very favorable. There's a lot of slowish units and a lot of big monsters that weren't really that fast. If there was, like, Carnosaurs, or if you went up against Dark Elves and they were sending fast dragons and whatever, Manticores and stuff like that, that stuff can be an absolute pain to deal with. Marcus Wolfheart's faction is really sort of like a Lizardman killer faction. It's quite good against them. But other factions, it's not that strong. So yeah, I'm probably going to rate this 8 out of 10. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of room for improvement, but not much. I don't understand. Oh, I see. So this guy here was ranked 15. That's why. He just hasn't leveled it up fully. That's all. It's not 100% fixed. I imagine these ones, once you get them to rank 20, that's good enough. But this one here just wasn't quite ready. Yeah. It's really important to get that Imperial Pegasus. Really important. I could have done a lot more with that. But that's fine. It wasn't crucial for the battle. And he can get it probably this turn, because you'll kill this guy and then take out Hexawaddle really easily. Yeah, this is really good for sieges as well. You'd get this one here to destroy a couple of towers, have them thin out everything on the walls or over the walls, and if that doesn't do it, then you just get them to sneak over the walls and capture the town square, if that's not enough, and that should be enough to handle it. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this particular Doom stack. I think it's an 8 out of 10. Reasonably good for an Empire Doom stack. I used it in my own Marcus Wolfheart campaign, although I didn't use the Black Lions. I think I had used Hellstorm rocket batteries, but I think that's actually a good choice. The only thing is, I don't usually put Regiment of Renown in my standing armies, because I tend to get into emergencies a lot, because I don't have armies everywhere. Because it's too expensive to do that. And so having these guys as an emergency is really good. But when you're playing as Marcus Wolfheart, you do have these units here. Well, you don't have many. Well, there's a few in here, actually. So you use those as an emergency. And you do need to do that as Marcus Wolfheart because of this garbage mechanic here where this piece of crap dickhead just keeps showing up constantly, exactly where you don't want it to, and keeps trying to smash up the city. So if we were to sally out here, I don't think your garrison's going to be able to handle that. So you constantly need to deal with that kind of crap. Very irritating. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Let me know what you think. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.